दोस्तों इस क्लास में आपको डिक्टेशन दूंगा। ग्रेड सी का मैटर जो प्रीवियस ईयर में आया था, 100 WPM स्पीड होगी। आपको डिक्टेशन प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूं, बी रेडी फॉर इट। Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, now I come to education. Education and health are the twin pillars on which rests the social reforms. The total allocation for the education sector will be increased substantially. Of this, the midday meal scheme and secondary education will be provided major share. The focus will shift from infrastructure at the primary level to improving quality of learning and ensuring access to upper primary classes. A model school program with the aim of establishing high quality model schools will be started. I propose to provide funds for the new scheme. In order to make schools more available to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe students, government plans to establish Navodaya Vidyalayas that have a large concentration of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Some schools were set up to address the issue of equity in the education of girls belonging to these backward communities. It has been proposed to allocate more funds to set up additional schools in educationally backward areas and to set up new or upgrade existing hostels attached to girls' schools. Last year, I had announced the scholarship scheme to enable students to continue their education beyond class 8th and up to class 12th. I had promised to add to this account a substantial amount every year for 3 more years. The scheme will be implemented by beginning of next year. Sir, the midday meal scheme has been extended to upper primary classes in educationally backward blocks. The scheme will now be extended to upper primary classes also in government and government aided schools in the country. The honorable members of this house will agree with me that it is the knowledge that will drive success in the 21st century. India has the opportunity to become a knowledge society. Following the Prime Minister's announcement, government will establish one central university in each of the uncovered states. We propose to make a beginning by establishing 16 central universities at the moment. More institutes of higher education, as promised by the Honorable Prime Minister, will be established during the 11th plan period. I also propose to make a grant to the Postgraduate and Research Institute, Pune, which is one of the oldest institutions of modern learning in India. We must encourage our children to take to careers in science, research and development. Ministry of Science and Technology will introduce a scheme for young students for continuing science education and opportunities for careers. I propose to provide grants towards building a knowledge society. The recommendations of the National Knowledge Commission submitted from time to time are under active consideration. Some of them have been incorporated in the 11th plan. Government has accepted an important recommendation to interconnect all knowledge institutions through network. This will encourage sharing of resources and collaborative research. I propose to provide rupees 100 crore to Ministry of information and technology towards this. Now I come to health sector. There will be an increase in the allocation for the health sector. The National Rural Health Mission is the main instrument of intervention by the central government. The goal is to establish a fully functional, community-owned, decentralized health delivery system. Health activists and link workers have been trained and are in place. Apart from this, village health and sanitation committees are functional. Several district hospitals have been taken up for upgradation. I propose to increase the allocation for NRHM and the National AIDS Control Program. Studies have shown that the rate of AIDS has come down, which is a matter of some satisfaction. The drive to eradicate polio continues with a revised strategy and a focus on the high-risk districts in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. I also propose to provide additional grants for this purpose. Sir, as the honorable members are aware, there are 8 flagship programs of this government. I have dealt with 2 in the education sector and 2 in the health sector. Let me now refer to the allocations that I propose to make for the other programs. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme will be rolled out to all the rural districts in India. The other major intervention will be for the elderly. A national program for the elderly with a plan outlay will be started. Among other measures, we will establish during the 11th plan period 2 national institutes, 8 regional centers and a department for medical care in 1 medical college hospital in each state. I am also happy to announce that the remuneration of Anganwadi workers will be increased from rupees 1000 per month to rupees 1500 per month. Likewise, the remuneration of Anganwadi helpers will be increased. Over 18 lakh Anganwadi workers and helpers will benefit from the increase. Sir, the goal of Drinking Water Mission is to supply safe drinking water as well as to address issues of quality. I propose to enhance the allocation towards this cause. The mission does not have a separate component for school children in water deficient habitation areas. Our children should have good, clean drinking water. Hence, I propose to allocate funds to the mission under a separate head in order to install a system to provide potable water to each school in water deficient areas. The cost of each system, depending on the technology and design, will be estimated. A detailed plan for 4 years will be drawn up soon. As you are aware, the total sanitation campaign is all about changing habits and mindsets of the rural poor, and it is a continuous process. Honorable members will recall that Arunachal Pradesh and the border areas face special problems that cannot be tackled in the usual course or through normal schemes. Hence, government proposes to identify the urgent needs of these areas and address them through a special mechanism. In order to start the process, I propose to set up a fund dedicated for the purpose. scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, socially and educationally backward classes, and minorities will continue to receive special attention under this scheme. Stop. दोस्तों इसी के साथ ये डिक्टेशन फिनिश होती है। काफ़ी अच्छी डिक्टेशन है, लास्ट ईयर जो आई थी ग्रेड सी में, ये मॉडरेट लेवल की डिक्टेशन है, काफ़ी अच्छे वर्ड्स इसमें हैं। अगर आपकी तैयारी अच्छी होगी तभी आपकी डिक्टेशन अच्छी लिखी जाएगी। तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइएगा कि आपके कितनी मिस्टेक्स आई इस मैटर को करने के बाद, टाइप ज़रूर कीजिएगा। और मेरे हिसाब से मैटर को आप 4% के अंदर आपकी मिस्टेक्स आनी चाहिए। अगर 4% के अंदर अंदर आपकी मिस्टेक आती है तो वेल एंड गुड है, अगर नहीं आ रही है तो अभी आपको और मेहनत की ज़रूरत है। मेहनत करते रहिए। आपसे मुलाकात करूंगा अगली क्लास में अगली ट्रांसक्रिप्शन के साथ। तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टेक केयर।